In here, we pour whiskey, 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 whiskey.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
All right, here we go. Hey, Joe. Say hi to my editor, Joe, in that camera right there.
Hi, Joe.
That's Joe.
Joseph.
Joe, he used to live in Fall River, Mass, but now he lives in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, so he's definitely got the fucking accent.
He's got a little bit of Boston. When he gets drunk, it definitely comes out. I feel the same way. If I get a little bit buzzed up, Chicago comes out a little bit more.
Is that where you start talking like a North Chicago
That's where
cat?
I say, dude, these guys over there, you never know about those guys. Over there, dare is probably the greatest word. Over there. That's probably the best. Dare is probably the best Chicago word that's not a word.
That was
dare, over there.
That was the first accent that I learned through SNL because of the superfans. Because I was in Colorado where everyone has a broadcaster's accent.
It is weird. No one in Colorado there is no Denver.
No.
What is it? Because no one's really from Denver historically. It's the same thing with Arizona.
Yeah, it's just all these.
Well, it is. Arizona, Nevada.
Land grab.
Yeah, land grab. But I used to have a joke that said, if you are a white person whose like history is Arizona,
the Four Corners,
Nevada. Yeah, if you're a white person from there,
Utah, Colorado,
your
Arizona,
great grandparents just gave up. They were gonna go west for gold, and they were
so
like,
funny to
this
watch.
Is good.
Let's turn off here.
Yeah, dude.
What fort is this?
This is fine.
They go, we'll raise a family here in these plains.
How many more mountain
Great
ranges
Plains.
do we have to go through to get to the gold?
Yeah, it was growing up in Denver. I love Denver. I think it's a great city. I got mad when people were moving there and I didn't even live there anymore. I was like getting mad, like, stop.
You don't know what you know about Arvada, dude.
Yeah, let it be perfect. Leave Littleton alone. Leave it alone. Yeah, but I love going back. My mom's still there and I have a lot of family there and it's a great place to like
it's the best.
Visit, but I don't think I could ever live there.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
the opposite. I definitely want to live there. I definitely will live there at some point.
No, but what about you
My
going
wife
back to
is from there.
Chicago? Could you live in Chicago again?
No, but that's because of our winters, dude. You don't have fucking winters.
Colorado is winter.
No, doggy. Come on.
No, you're right. It doesn't have like
It doesn't have like a fucking.
Well, there's no humidity there. It shits down. Listen, there's snowstorms.
I know. I've been there. My wife's from Denver. I've spent so much time there. Yeah, dude. But it's just I don't.
Where'd your wife go to Creek? What high school did you go to?
I can't remember the name of it now.
Cherry Creek? I think she went to Cherry.
No, not Cherry Creek. Fuck.
Not Columbine. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
You remember that shit? That's what sucks is like.
Columbine gets a bad rap now, even though it was like it's such a beautiful place.
It's very nice.
It's so pretty.
It is funny though, like what you're known for, like Chicago people are like, bears,
pizza, hot dogs.
And they're like, you're like, I'm from Colorado, and like mass shooting,
movie theater shootings,
yeah, which is Aurora.
Yeah, that's so.
That was at the Aurora Mall.
Aren't you right near there? You're right there. Yeah.
My mom lives right off 225, dude. Still around right there.
Yeah, but I could handle the winters in Colorado, but the winters in Chicago when I go back, it's not like I couldn't handle them. It's just living in this bullshit this long, I don't want to anymore.
It's pretty sweet.
Dude, this is the best. It was 78 degrees today. It's February 25th or whatever the fuck.
For all the bullshit you guys have here, going outside and you're like, this is nice. I was like walking up. You know what it made me feel like? Because you went to ASU. It made me feel like those February days in Tucson when I lived there, and you'd be like, oh, I'm wearing a T-shirt and it's 78, 80 degrees.
And palm trees swaying.
Yeah, and you're just like, but the way I came through the back, I was like, oh, this made me feel like old school. Like I should be smoking a cigarette. I felt 20 years younger, Andrew.
This place does do something to you where it does reset me in the morning. Like if I am on a bummer trail and I'm just like low, I have coffee and take the dog for a walk and play with the dog in the morning, I'm reset immediately.
My walks with my dog that are going on just on the other side of the country are like we're on a moon base. And I'm like gearing up the dog and I'm like, we're going to go out there. The second you let out shit, we are moving right back. Like it's an expedition.
You only have so much oxygen left. You're like, we need to cut. Come
me
on,
or her. Just fucking breathe it in, Myrtle's like, yeah, it sucks, dude. And New York City walks are, you will routinely pull a chicken bone out of your dog's mouth.
Oh, bro, that's so
like
funny.
She'll look down, she'll be like, and I'll be like, Myrtle, what are you doing? And then I'll pull full fucking bone out, dude. She just yanked it from the curb. It sucks.
Yeah, but
it sucks.
But at the same time, New York dog living, it's got to be cool for the dogs. So many smells.
No, they don't. Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
many
my
smells.
God.
New York dog living, they've got, like, dude, if you take the dog to the park, how fun is that for the dog?
They don't like, she doesn't like the park near us because it's like concrete.
Oh.
And we lived in Hoboken where there was like a good dog park.
Yeah.
So she's used to that one. When I take her back there, it's like high school homecoming. She's like, I'm about
She's
to
back.
run. Yeah.
She's back.
Oh, the fucking, still got my good stuff. But living in New York, the smells, you're absolutely right. One
gets good
block
dog
takes
smell.
like 20 minutes because she's like, what the fuck is this? And what's funny, she'll go where they leave large mountains of trash.
Yeah, yeah.
And to her, it's just potpourri. She's
Yeah,
like,
that's heaven, dude.
she's like, oh, what is that, food mixed with waste? Oh, take me on a trip.
That
She's
does
like,
have to be so good. She's like, I'm in France now. Oh, mon chéri.
transport me.
Yeah, dude. I think for a dog, I think having a dog in this city that would be tough to take it on the walks when it's shit weather. Because I get that. Even when we have shitty weather, if we have rain out here and stuff, it's annoying. Because
Yeah.
then they stink. When they're wet, they stink,
Well,
dude.
I don't have a sense of smell, so I fucking, that's
What?
what.
Really?
Yeah,
You still can't smell?
Nothing.
COVID?
Mixed with years of cigarette smoking and exhaling primarily through my nose.
Well, but you
So it was my sense
your
was-
taste buds are still there.
Yeah, but they're like lowered because my
Whoa.
smoking cigarettes like that, like from when you're young,
Yeah.
being cool as shit. But I would smoke, and it's literally because I saw my dad do it once, where he took a drag of a cigarette and then he breathed it out his mouth and his nose.
The dragon.
And they conjoined.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna smoke like that every drag. So it just became normal for me to breathe out both.
Oh.
And then I noticed my sense of smell was like dulling, and then I got COVID and it was gone.
Gone. What is it
Gone.
called? What's it called where you French inhale, right?
Oh, yeah, all the
Out
time.
and in the schnoz. It's great,
Yeah,
dude.
I loved French inhale.
Yeah, when you see a chick that can French inhale, you're like, holy shit,
You
dude.
steal my stuff when I fall asleep.
Are you going to stab me? Because
Oh
I'm chill
my God.
about it.
You're definitely the kind of person to put a phone to my face and unlock the bank app. Bloop, bloop. Like,
Thank you, Dan.
and wake up. Oh, I knew it from the French inhale. I knew I was going to be bamboozled.
What cigarettes did your dad smoke?
Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, my dad was Winston's.
Nice.
Yeah, Winston's. And you know what the coolest version of smoking was?
The red and white pack, right?
That's right. Yeah, whatever the cheapest was. The coolest
So
version of
low.
smoking was when people do this and then they tuck it down this way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like this smoking is not as
It's
cool.
fine.
Scissor's fine.
It's standard.
The
Holding it
cupping,
like that.
whoa, dude, coolest
Oh,
guy.
oh my-
When you see a guy cupping outside of a bar like alone, you're like, this guy's the man.
That guy's
dude.
smoking to smoke.
Yeah, he
He's
needs
not
to smoke.
socializing.
Right.
Because nothing would piss me off more as a
Social
cigarette
smokers.
smoking than watching people not inhale, but like act like they're getting away with it, where they go like,
What's the point of that?
and then
I
they,
always saw that.
they just push it out of their
weirded
mouth.
me out.
One
Smoke
time-
it.
One time I went on a date with a girl and she did that, and it blew the. I was like, "What are you doing? You take a Camel Light of mine, and you're gonna fucking. That's Turkish tobacco.
Give me $1. You owe me $1.
You know what's funny is back when I smoked, when someone would offer to buy a cigarette, I would bum them one, and if they asked to bum one, I wouldn't give them one.
Yeah, that's really. This is fun. We used to have the guy Bijou used to own the mobile gas station by my first apartment, and we would always bum cigarettes because I never wanted to buy a pack because we were like
You didn't want to commit.
Well, we were scrounging for money. No,
Yeah.
we were just someone would buy a pack and then we'd all kind of steal it, and then someone else. But I would buy Lucy's from him, and I'd be like, hey, can I get a Lucy? And he's like, if you smoke with me, I will not charge you. So I would sit behind
That's
the gas
sick.
station and smoke cigarettes. Yeah, but I'm also like, we're smoking at the gas station.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not smart.
No, dude.
Like science wise.
Yeah.
But what a good hang.
It was rad. Dude. Bijou was the man.
Dude, gas station stories?
This guy was the man, and he also, dude, trust me, that was my.
You know, I'm
as
drinking
much,
it.
As much weed as I smoked in high school, all my life was at gas stations. My buddy Billy worked at a gas station up the street from my high school. We would just sit in the garages at night, smoke in the oil garages. We'd sit and smoke weed, and then go get snacks from inside the
That's
gas
sick.
station. Yeah,
Can I tell you what I miss?
yeah.
Smell of gas.
Me fucking too. I love gas.
I just miss the smell of it.
Oh, I love it.
Out of
dude.
all the smells,
gas.
I miss gas.
Yeah,
Just get out and be like, fuck.
smells so good.
Dude,
Some people don't like, but there's a percentage of people that it like is it makes them like nauseous.
Oh,
Like,
really?
The smell of gas is
I
gross
loved
for
it
them.
my whole life. Probably that's why I don't have a sense of smell now.
Yeah, dude.
But
Huffing
smoke,
gas.
no one talks about the benefits of smoking. And
Yeah.
one of the benefits of smoking is at a job, you have an escape. Like
A regulated break.
when I worked, and I only did it one season, but I worked at a cannery in Alaska. I was driving a forklift for like the processing thing.
Wow.
And the head processor knew I always had cigarettes. And he'd be like, "You have a cigarette?" He'd be like, "You come smoke." I would just get smoke breaks.
That's awesome.
Because
dude.
Aladdin wanted to smoke a cigarette.
Aladdin, that was his name?
He had fucking 4 teeth on his bottom jaw. It was wild. It was wild. Guy was like 4'8", ran the whole processing plant.
Aladdin.
He was a bad motherfucker.
Rest in peace for sure.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt. Some people you haven't seen in long enough, you're like, definitely dead.
It's 22 years ago. Absolutely dead.
Oh wait, by the way, that Bijou guy who just reminded me. I remember he bought an E450 Benz, and I remember he was like bragging about how he really wanted to buy a Benz, and he saved money to buy a Benz, and he worked at the gas station. It wasn't his gas station, for the reference, and he saved all this money, bought the E450, and he's like, "Do you like?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." The wheels were chrome, and I was like, "I don't really love chrome. It's like big bubbly chrome." He's like, no, I will paint. I'm gonna paint. And I was like, "Oh, cool. Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick. You're gonna get them painted." He's like, no, I will paint. And I'm like, "No, don't. You shouldn't do that." And he's like,
That's not how that works.
He's like, "What? Yeah. I'm not kidding. A week later, I'm coming back from the comedy store. I'm like walking home. He's like, bro, check it out." I look, dude, he's literally like a hand roller has painted them on. But you could tell because it's like lumpy and liney and shit. And I'm like, Bijou, just get them like actually painted.
Yeah, but you don't understand. To him, that was his Mentos moment. He was like, "Staying fresh, staying true. With Mentos fresh." I was like, "Hey, look what I did." It's like the suit one where
Pretty
he rolls
good.
on the thing. Fresh goes better. That was his moment where in a commercial that would have all worked out, and you would have been like, "Oh,
Bijou."
That's how you gotta start saying that guy's name. You go,
Bijou. Let me see, by the way, just for fun, if I still have this guy's number in my phone. It just reminded me.
Yes, dude.
Brother, look at that. Bijou Salib. He's still
Get
there.
him on the
dog.
pod.
Dude, I should.
Gas station stories.
Dude, that guy
I'm
was the
telling you.
man.
This is who we need podcast episodes from. So
Gas
guys
station
where he's
stories?
like, "I watched a man burn his wife with gasoline. No set her on fire." And you're like, "Oh my God." They're just like, "Oh yeah, not a big deal."
Yeah, it happens. It will happen. I saw a girl on TikTok. She was like, "Is it true that if you fill up gas with your car on, something bad will happen?" And she's on TikTok, and her boyfriend is filling up gas. She turns the car on and is like revving the engine.
Yeah, that's
Like, what are you doing?
well. Now you're asking for
But
it.
yeah, basically being like, "Is it true if I kill my boyfriend?"
What a stream!
Live.
What a live
She
stream!
was looking for the
If you
views.
just went, poof, you go,
dude.
"Oh, holy shit! Holy shit!" If you were her mom, you'd be like, "Aaron,
Aaron.
Just
Why is it
go-
Aaron? It's for sure Aaron.
Aaron,
Aaron, come
just yelling,
on.
her, "You blew up your damn Subaru."
Aaron. That's a name from our generation.
Yeah,
That's
you're
our
right.
age range.
We're
Aaron.
too
There's no
old.
Aarons right now.
You're right.
There was. Let me see.
There were so many.
Let's
back
go.
then.
Lauren, Aaron,
Ashley,
Jamie, Ashley,
Stephanie,
Steph,
Jennifer.
Jen.
There's got to be those. They still have to be out there, right?
No fucking way. Nobody under 20 now is named those names.
They're
no
all
chance.
like aspirin,
Aspirin. Yeah.
excess, and you're like, "What the fuck? Are you just colognes?"
Yeah.
But that does make me feel and sound old as fuck.
No, but
I
it's true.
remember Eric's.
Right. But it is. No one does. I mean, by the way,
But it does happen to everybody.
my
'Cause-
name's dead. Andrew's a dead name.
Is it?
There's no way Andrew's used anywhere. How often do you meet an Andrew? Almost never. And in the newer generation, there's no fucking way this one made it. There's no way Andrew made
I
it.
wonder how the old Daniel's doing.
Dan is forever good because Catholics. Yeah. You're always going to get Dan because of Catholics.
To be judged by God.
Shout out, dude. Our dog, our Lord and Savior. But Andrew's got to be dead. Also, I didn't even help it because Santino is what everyone calls me for the rest of the time.
You know what? We have similar last names where I bet the Santino did the heavy lifting in high school.
All of literally all
Yeah,
literally
Soder,
all of it.
It was all.
But Sodi, to me, you're like if somebody was like, "Yeah, Dan," I'd be like, "Dan."
One of my best friends.
Soder? Oh, Soder. Yeah, that's how I'd hear it.
One of my best friends, Zach. I'm close with his family.
CK or CH?
CH.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
He's a good man.
I prefer K, dude.
K's a wild card. Actually, Zach's a wild card, but he's a tamed wild card now.
Okay.
But I grew up real close to his family, and his sister was like, at a graduation party. It was like, "Your name's Dan?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I thought it was Soder." And you're like, "What, you thought my first name was Soder?" She's like, "No, I just didn't care."
But it is a cool ass first name, Soder.
Soder would be that's an interesting.
It actually would work 100%.
Where you go like, "Your parents hippies?"
Both of us have last names that could be. In fact, my last name
Santino?
is a first name. When you meet a Santino, it's usually because
You're
it's
right.
their first name. Yeah, Sonny Corleone is
Yeah,
Santino.
that is-
Santino is a first name. That's why it's really not my last name. My great grandfather, I'm sure, lied take it away from the mob and was like, my last name is Santino.
Oh,
And they're like,
Mr.
no, that's not your
Santino.
last name.
What's your real last name?
At the border.
Santino.
And that's how loose Italians are like, come on, what's your last name?
I wonder what it was. Ellis Island, like that loosey goosey, where they're like, "What do you want to be called?"
Well, no,
And
they
you're
did
like,
ask what your name was.
Yeah.
And you would just
Go,
say your fucking name.
That's crazy. You're on the boat ride practicing your story of what you're going to say to
We come
immigration.
here, we need to be here.
He's like, oi, and definitely didn't murder 4 men in Dublin. I definitely wasn't the strangler of Kilkenny.
Stop saying that. They're gonna know the truth, love.
I fucking, what's your name? You go, my name is Murphy. This fucking lie. Dude, I didn't think about that. They could
Murphy's
just,
close to murder. Keep me away from saying murder.
It's Murphy. He said murder. Oh, he murdered him. And he goes, he said Murphy. Dude, I didn't even think of that.
You can just make up whatever the fuck you want. There was no they gave you documents. You didn't if you may have come with documents, but there was plenty of immigrants for sure that were like, this is all I've got. I've came here from
I've got this
I've come here from
sweater
Dublin.
and this pennant of St. Anthony.
right.
And they're like, oh, well, welcome to Brooklyn.
No, you know what they say? They're like, go to Chicago. So they shipped all the mix.
I don't know. You good at steel and stuff? Dude, Colin Quinn's New York Story, if you haven't watched it on Netflix, he does like how New York became New York by each people coming there. And the fucking, when he does the Irish move in there, but it's perfect. It's exactly what we're talking about, but he does it in such a funny way. But I never thought about, if I were an illegal immigrant now, how jealous I would have been of Ellis Island.
Totally.
Just like flooding in.
What? Because they couldn't account for this many people coming in anyway.
Yeah.
And you got to know the flex of the rules. I mean, like, think about even in the 40s, 30s. My grandfather, he would Comiskey Park, where the White Sox play, or used to play. Now it's a new stadium. He fucking snuck in where they like loaded up dirt.
Yeah.
And he snuck in and then got a job there.
That's
he was
'cause,
just
like-
around, and they were like, "What are you doing, kid?"
Well, you want to be here.
Well, yeah, you got to pick up a shovel and get to work, son.
Yeah, and he
like,
goes,
honestly, he just got it.
And
'cause it was-
now I own the White Sox.
yeah, that's my grandfather owns the White Sox, dude.
But there were like 2 generations where that shit was absolutely how it went.
100%.
And then for like 3 generations now, we've been like, but that's us too, right? And they're like, no. Absolutely not. And you're like, oh, fuck, come on.
I did just realize that bit we just talked about of the names that are just like gone extinct.
And that
Our
was-
grandfathers were the same way.
Oh, yeah.
He's
No
like-
one wants to be a Stanley anymore.
There's no Clarices anymore.
Those are just good dog names now.
Yeah, that's so good. Your great grandparents' names are your dog. Like, what is your
My dog's name's Myrtle, which is like an old lady name.
dude? What was your what was your grandmother's name?
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou is pretty rad.
That's a good dog name.
Yeah, that's a really good. Mary Lou is so good.
Dude, a lab named Stanley? What do you not? What was
Chocolate,
what was your
chocolate lab.
Yellow.
Okay, regular. You're going old school.
What's your grandpa's name?
My dad's side was Dominic.
Great name for
Dominic's a
like
great name.
like a boxer
Yeah,
or
Dom.
like
well,
a
Dommy's great. Dommy.
yeah. If you got like a
Little Dommy.
honestly, I'm giving that to like a Rottweiler.
A Dominic is a rot. I get that. Dom. Well, it has to be bull. It's got to be a big boy.
Big balls.
It's got to be a big balls dog,
Keep
and you
that-
can't touch him.
No,
Leave
keep
those balls on the dog.
You leave him on until he's an old man.
And then my grandmother's name on that side, her name was Bernice. Bernice.
how many dogs at the park have met named Bernice? I know. If I had a nickel for every time I met a dog. But that's going to be us too. That's when we're going to feel super disrespected. Is when we're like our futuristic wheelchairs and they're like someone's walking a dog and they're like, Daniel. And
You're
I'm like, fuck you, man.
What's your dog's name, bitch?
Oh.
Andrew, get over here now.
Andrew. No. And you're like, fuck, we're old. Yeah, dude.
That is the line. We will know.
Comes for everybody.
In here, we pour whiskey.
This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by BetterHelp. I've talked pretty heavily on this show about BetterHelp because we all need a little bit of help. It's really nice to talk to somebody. It's nice to get stuff off your chest, get your feelings out there. Therapy can be a source of support for any and all areas of your life. It gets tough. It's a little tough out there. But you think about people that you respect, that you admire. They probably are someone who doesn't mind asking a question, asking for help, and looking for others to aid them as they get through this wild thing that is called life, okay? We kind of glorify hyper-independence, and I don't think that's good anymore. You need a community, you need friends and family and people to talk to. Support. Support is what's needed to really help you grow and move forward. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You can easily switch therapists at any time with no extra cost. And I'm telling you, if you're looking to build a support system, you got to build your support system with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/whiskey today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/whiskey. Talk to someone. I'm telling you, it makes me feel so much better. It will make you feel better to speak to someone from the comfort of your own home, office, car, wherever. Privacy is key, and you deserve to feel a little free. You smell that? Ooh, boy. It's me, and I smell good thanks to Mando Whole Body Deodorant. Safe to use anywhere on your body. Butt crack, behind your ears, your nifkin, your pits, the tight folds that are hard to get to. It's created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO is being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It's clinically proven to block all-day odor and control odor for up to 72 hours. You can block that odor all day long. Mando deodorant products, the solid deodorant stick and the spray deodorant, both great. And the spray is aluminum-free. Aluminium, as our friends over the water say. All products are baking soda-free and paraben-free, which is great. They smell so good. Bourbon leather, my favorite. Clever woods and sometimes clover woods. I apologize. Sometimes clever woods. And sometimes I'll put on that Mount Fuji when I'm missing Bobby a lot, when I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. It's clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with just soap alone. It's amazing. It smells so good. It's America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now. You got to try it. You can find them in Walmart, Target, and other retailers across this beautiful, great country. And for the best deals, you can go to shopmando.com. You want to smell good? Huh? Put it all over your body. Not just under here and then a spritz here and then a thing there. Put it everywhere. Put it on your feet. You got stinky feet, put it on your feet. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes. And free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code that equates to over 40% off your starter pack using code WHISKEY at shopmando.com. That's shopmando, shopmando.com. Please support our show. Tell them that we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Ginger. I like gingers.
This morning, my shoulder hurt in the morning, and I thought, that's bullshit. I'm old. It's my shoulder fucking hurts? Dude, I can't remember one time.
I can't believe you just said that, because I just went through this. Last week, my left shoulder, we're the same age.
Right here.
Well, I broke my shoulder playing high school football.
Oh, shit. Okay, different. I've never broken this.
But now it, like, hurts.
Oh, this hurts.
But also, it's not cool when you sucked at football and it's an old injury. It's only cool when you're like, state playoffs, 236 yards all purpose. Then this thing gives out, but I'm not letting Central win.
Instead
it's like I was a B team freshman football and my arm snapped like an old chicken bone.
They're like, Dan, you're bad and you're fragile. You have to sit out.
You suck and you're hurt. How are you both? And you go, I would love to get addicted to Percocets right now.
Oh, dude, I gave up sports in my senior year of high school because of drugs. I joked about it, like on stage one time, but I literally meant it. That I was like, no. I literally found drugs, and I was like, see you later, basketball.
Do you know how fun my freshman year was? I mean, personally, pretty tough year for me.
Freshman year of college?
Of high school.
Oh.
Break my shoulder. I suck at football. Well, first I lose my 8th grade girlfriend. That's heartbreaking.
To who? To another guy?
Dude, got cheated on.
Oh, who did she leave you for? What's his name,
2
dude?
guys.
Call him out, dude. 2 guys? Holy shit.
She ran around.
She was a runaround Sue. That's the song's about her.
It was absolutely. If I would have heard that at that summer, I would have been like, yes. Like little me listening to Run Around Sue, being like, fucking Mitch. But she was like 2 guys that were better at football than me.
Older too?
No, my age.
Whoa, that hurts.
Really
Older's
hurts.
always like, yeah, I get it.
One of them ended up becoming like a legit American hero.
No.
And he texts me. He's like very nice.
Oh, this guy's the man.
Yeah, I'm still.
Imagine being 40 now, in our 40s, and he's
still
like,
mad about it.
Remember, dude, fucked your girl, dude. Fucked your girl, fighting for the States.
I was cheering for the Taliban. he's like an awesome guy. The other guy, I don't know, he disappeared. But like, dude, that summer I was like, you get cheated on, you stink at football, break your shoulder, dad dies. That's tough.
That was 8th grade. Your dad died.
Freshman year of high school.
Oh, that's
like in that winter. This is all like a run,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, dude.
97 was a tough year, but Percocets.
Percocets, dude.
Yeah, dude, what?
Saved
Break
your
my
life.
shoulder, get Percocets, ripping Camel Lights and munching Percocets. It was the coolest year of my life. I was just,
Does it get cooler than
shout
that?
out Ryan Hoffman, dude. I was at his house on his back porch just chomping fucking Percocets.
Love that.
Smoking Camel
The
Lights.
Hoff dog.
We weren't that close, but man, after school, like he lived right by, just go to his back porch and fucking smoke Benson and Hedges or Camels.
Oof.
It was great.
I love those guys that I wasn't that close with in high school, but we did a lot of drugs together, so we just like bonded over those
Hey,
moments.
but get fucked up.
Yeah, we didn't really know. Like, there's a couple of guys I'm thinking of that we don't really know each other, but we just go to their crib, and I was like, he's a really good guy. I will tell you, we used to sometimes, the few mistakes that I made, my buddy Tommy Ladd, who no longer with us, rest in peace, he was the
R.I.P.
fucking
Tom
man.
Ladd.
Tom Ladd was he was the greatest, and the greatest instigator. Nobody was better at being like, you want to rip a bong before school? And you're like, dude, we can't, dude. We got to go, dude. Come on. And he's like, come on.
My bong at home was called the attitude adjustment because it was it was a Fat Tuesdays drink.
Oh, and you made a bong
And
out of it?
I went to like Cancun in high school for spring break with
yeah.
Zach and his family.
Yeah.
His older brother and sister. And I got an attitude, and then me and my friend Joel made it into a bong.
Sick.
And it ripped. You could
It's a perfect shape.
yeah, and we put it in like we put in the female and the male piece perfectly with a rubber stopper.
Oh.
And you would just
Engineers.
So people would be like, "You want to do an attitude before school?" And
Oh,
you're
bro.
like, "All right." One time, I've told this story before, and I know I told the story, but it's true. I got so high, I was going to my second period English class, which was in one of the mobiles outside,
Yeah.
and it's winter in Colorado, and you have to walk up like the wheelchair
The ramp,
ramp,
yeah.
and it's like clonk clonk with my snow boots, and I was so high, I got to the front. And I grabbed the handle and I was like, I'm too high. And I just walked, and my friends that were in class were like, we watched you walk up and walk right back down and be like, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette in my car.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I just
not
like
doing it.
sat in my car and listened to tunes, like high as fuck. Like,
One of
I
the best
can't.
days I ever had getting high with my buddy John, with Tish. We got fucking ripped. And it was one of those days where he was like, dude, this is like really good shit that he had gotten for, this is like really good. I'm like, we always get good shit, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, hyping it up in a way. I was like, shut up. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's just weed. And I remember fucking walking back to school and being like, whoa, John, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it the rest of the day. I was so fucking high.
You might have just killed me.
Yeah, I'm dead, dude. Did I die? I died in your mom's accord?
Dude.
Fuck, man.
That kind of, I feel almost bad for kids smoking weed now because it's all so powerful.
Yeah, it's too
and
much.
Sometimes you get snuck up on back in the day when when Kind Bud started
Mm-hmm.
coming out. But dude, my mom dated this guy named Randy.
I love Randy,
We used to
dude.
call him clown hair because he had like a cul-de-sac and it was curly around. So I'd call him clown hair when he wasn't around. But he smoked gas.
Oh, Randy
And-
was the man.
And shout out Randy. He gave me a queen size bed, his guest bed.
Thanks, dog.
I hope you didn't plow my mom on it. But
How do you think I broke it in?
He's like, that's why I gave it to you. It's a sick fetish. But he was like, they went to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, you should give me some of Randy's weed. And my mom was like, I'm not giving you Randy's weed. You're a fucking high school kid. And I was like, let me get some of Randy's weed. And I did something where my mom was like, Randy's gonna give you a nug. So I took cellophane from my cigarettes,
Awesome.
put a little nug in there, and I remember the date. Arizona was playing Duke in the national championship
Oh,
of March Madness 2001.
I was just going to say, this is like freshman year,
Yeah,
right?
01. It was
Yeah.
like Shane Battier and
Yeah.
Elton Brand, maybe?
Elton Brand sounds exactly
Versus
right.
like Gilbert Arenas, Fox. They had Jason Gardner. They're fucking stacked.
That team
Arizona.
was stacked.
Yeah, Lauren Woods. It was fucking
I always
awesome.
forgot about Gilbert Arenas, dude.
Gilbert Arenas is the man.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
podcast is hilarious too.
Yeah, he's the man.
Gilbert Arenas is the fucking
You
Agent
gotta-
Zero.
you-
Is
you
the
got to
fucking
get one of
man.
those jerseys.
I would absolutely get an
Yeah.
Arizona Gilbert Arenas
Yeah,
all day.
that's dope.
And I'm only like a year younger, or like 2 years younger.
Yeah, we're the
than him,
same
and you're
age as that guy.
That guy fucking rules. But it was the national championship, and we were watching at my friend's house because one of my friends was going to Duke. And I was like, dude, I'll fucking come over, watch the national championship. I took an attitube of Randy of clown hairs, fucking just sticky icky. Dude, it fucked me up. I started driving, and I like lived on a suburban street or whatever, and it was going like this.
Oh, dude. Oh, I
pulled
hate that.
over, walked back to my house because no one had cell phones back, and I called my friend. I was like, at my friend's house, I was like, you gotta come get me. I'm fucking ripped.
I'm cooked, dude.
Just my car was just at the end of the street.
Later, car.
I was like, bye. Locked it. I was like, all right, I gotta go.
But at least you had the wherewithal to like do that, like to get away from that is great. Instead of driving like a fucking an idiot, because I had a couple of moments where we had to pause. Me and my boy Tyler, he was like, that was my guy that we got in trouble with drugs wise, and there was a few moments where I was like, thank God we bailed. Because who the fuck knows? Dude, like we took mushrooms one time. We were driving over our friend Mike's house. And thank fucking God, like they weren't kicking in the whole time. Because when we got there, they started to, like when I'm turning into his neighborhood, it's kicking in. And
all of a sudden it just is like,
holy shit.
doing mushrooms back then, you're just like regular.
Oh my God. But also back then, different now. When I take mushrooms now, I'm much more like tempered about it. Like I'm doing them on Saturday.
I'm due. I'm like
but
5
I take
years
little
due.
bits and
I'm trying to do like 2.5 grams.
So you want to get fucking wrecked.
Oh yeah, dude.
See, I like to take a little bit.
slingshotted.
I like to take a little bit, and then the next day take a little bit more, and I feel like it's a nice little cascade up. No, you like to get fucking. See, I don't know.
I'm gonna roll like 5 joints. Fucking fly me to the moon.
But see, that's your what you
float.
don't drink anymore. That's me still when I go out and I'm having a night of
And you
like
float back down and you see it. And you go, shit ain't as scary as I thought it was. But
the earth is
that
cool.
part's scary.
Yeah, the up is way scarier than the down.
But then once you start going down, you're like, I should roll.
But when you rocket ship really fast, you know that made me think of. Weed is so strong today, and I know
Fuck
that's an
yeah.
annoying thing to hear, but it really is like absurd.
That's how I know I'm getting old. I go into dispensaries. I'm like, do you have a 19 or 20%?
But I think we should have a store that sells mids to guys in our generation. That's like, dude, just give me some fucking mids
I'm an
that I
old
can
timer.
smoke the whole joint to myself on a walk.
Brother, I was popping stems and seeds
Yeah,
during the Clinton
dude.
administration.
Yeah,
Just let me
dude.
get some shit that ain't gonna
Let
make
me get the old mids.
I don't want to become bipolar because your weed is so fucking strong.
Yeah.
Where you go, Dan's like,
His,
has to
he's
be medicated
autistic.
now.
He wasn't autistic. Yeah, no, he became
did he
autistic.
vaxxed? You go, no, he smoked like
smoked too many weed.
the purple
too
durple.
much, yeah, purple derp.
And I was like,
He smoked some of that grimace, dude. It really fucked his head up. Couldn't function.
yeah. I mean, dude, mushrooms in high school was like, you thought you were so smart after you did them.
Oh,
You're like,
bro.
what have I done? Ever heard of a drug called psilocybin? The first time I ever did mushrooms was with my smartest friend, Brian.
So intimidating to be with a smart friend, by the way.
But he was a smart friend that also did drugs.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's most of them. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that did drugs with.
Well, their brains are going so fast, they find out drugs like,
Slow them down.
yeah, and they go,
Yeah, it's like the Adderall effect for the opposite.
yeah, they go like, oh, thank God. They do drugs. But we took mushrooms at my house, and like I was with him, and he step by step explained what was going to happen.
Like the cosmos and shit. Oh,
Dude.
you mean of the trip?
Yeah, he was like, the psilocybin's in your stomach. You eat it, so it like goes into the sides of your stomach. He's like, it's going to open your pupils up. You're going to start feeling. And I was like, yeah.
Dude.
Started and it was the same. It was like being, when you skydive and they put you on the front. It
Yeah.
was like that with mushrooms. Where
Tandem?
I was like, I tandemed with Brian. I was like,
Check it out, dude.
yeah.
Okay, so you're going to start the trip super
Arms
fucking
back,
hard right
arms
now.
back. Like,
Don't pull this until I do. I'm going to pull
Because
this.
the first time you have a bad trip and you're not with someone like that, you're like, oh, okay.
I remember
This is-
the worst. I remember a few really tremendously bad trips that like
Did
put
you
me
do
in
it a lot at ASU?
Mushrooms at ASU?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I actually would say I did the most mushrooms in high school that I.
More than ASU.
Oh yeah,
Because Arizona has the perfect environment for mushrooms.
100%. Yeah, the desert is the desert is, and I have a big crush on the desert at night when it's calm is perfect.
And if you're on mushrooms,
Oh my god,
brother, you're on a different planet.
it's the best.
Quite literally.
Yeah,
You're
no,
like,
literally. But my favorite was fucking just crossfading out, just smoking as much weed as I can and having a bunch of beers. And that was when I was like, I'm undefeated. I'm the strongest man in the
also,
world.
ASU is wild.
Oh, it's stupid, dude.
It was. I was right down
Right down the
I-10,
road.
and we were very jealous of you.
It was
You're also by a big city.
Yeah, because Phoenix, but also like Phoenix now was not what it was then. I said that. I was just there, and we went out, and I was saying to Zach, who opens for me, I was like, brother, nobody went downtown Phoenix back when I was in school. You would never go downtown. Like, it was like, if you did, cops would literally be like, what are you doing? You buying drugs? You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, dude, you
now
guys.
It's amazing.
It's obviously fuck ASU forever.
100% for you, yeah.
You guys, I went up there and I was like, oh,
it's the
damn
best,
it.
dude.
This is incredible.
I
One
told
of my
you
friends from UNLV was down at Tempe and he's like, you should come up here and hang out. And I went and hung out. I was like, yeah, it's pretty sick. This is so fucking cool. It's a Wednesday.
I always say, you know, I know you guys hate us. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And I understand. We don't hate you guys. You know why?
I know.
Because we're not thinking about it.
I know.
It's
I
so
know.
hard to hear, dude. No, I always
you
say.
wouldn't get your drugs without us being close to the border.
Fact, dude. They had to go through you guys. You're a middleman.
Getting our stepped on shit.
The amount of guys that drove up coke from Tucson.
Oh my God.
Like when someone would be like, "Is that Marco's cousin?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Where's he live?" He's like, "He lives in Tucson." That's how we get coke.
Dude, Tucson's a tough fucking town.
Oh,
it's
dude,
a tough town.
It's a little rough around the edges.
Is
it still like that now?
I don't know. I'm
You haven't
going
been in a
back.
long
I'm
time.
going back in the fall to do a show, but I loved. Did you start comedy in LA?
Yeah, I mean, I did mics in Phoenix, but again, I've said this. People have heard me say this, but back then, the Tempe Improv was the only club, and you definitely couldn't get there. Like, I was 19, 20 years old, and I did shitty mics.
Yeah,
and I think if I'm probably misremembering, but I think they had like one showcase night.
That's crazy.
But that was
also so did Laughs. But
Yeah.
Laughs. Good thing about Laughs was they had a great open mic. For a while, it was its own night.
Yeah.
And then for a little bit, it was before the Thursday show, so you could stay throughout the professional show.
Oh, that's kinda cool.
So if you were going later in the open mic, it was straight up just like a set. You're just like, oh, there's a crowd here.
That's rad.
They're here for comedy.
Is that still there, that club?
Laughs, yeah.
Because I've never played. We played Tucson 2 years ago. We did a theater.
Yeah, you guys probably did the Rialto.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, now I want to know because I was like, is there a club here?
Yeah, Laughs, dude. Laughs on Broadway, on East Broadway. They haven't had me
Tu-
back in over
Tucson.
20 years, but you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Tucson. It's called the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. It's like a 2,500 seat or something.
That's fucking really
Linda
cool.
Ronstadt, who's from Tucson. Shout out Linda Ronstadt, dude.
Dude, I got to work in radio there. That was the coolest part. I got to work for like an alternative radio station when that
At a college radio station?
I did college radio, but no, I worked at KFMA in Tucson.
You were built for this.
It was awesome. It was the coolest job I ever had in my life. Like like I love stand up. It's truly an honor to do stand up.
Yeah.
The job that I got hired for at KFMA was the coolest. I feel bad that radio isn't as popular as it is now because it was such a fucking fun. I met some of the greatest people I ever met in my life. I had to work overnights, which was like 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Rad.
Leave it around 1:30 and program it. Leave it on auto and take off when you're like, fuck it, it's 1:45. I just did the last break. I'm going to go home. But it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because commercial breaks, just go out in the parking lot, get high. The internet was around, but it wasn't as dominant.
You weren't on your phone.
You weren't on your phone. You would like go in. Hey, you know what was big? AOL Instant Messenger.
Love.
Dude, a couple girls I had crushes on in
ASL,
college.
dude.
They would
ASL.
you hear that door open and you'd be like, it was like they were in the room with you. You're like, oh, hey. Oh, me, I'm just at work.
Dude, that was the beginning of fantasy. Before you really knew what someone looked like and you were talking to them, the fantasy was unmatched because you could really like coordinate this person in your mind of being like,
Hey, you did, but then you met them and you're like, ooh.
yeah, but I mean, how fun in the meantime. Now it's like you immediately know what they look like the moment before people talk online, before people like meet on dating sites and all that bullshit.
You know what they look like.
You know everything.
Yeah.
You know what their fucking bullshit favorite quote is from a movie. Like,
Hey, did you ever do Match.com or anything like that?
no, never did that, dude.
There was a moment, I want to say like 2017, where I was like, fuck it, dude.
You jumped on Match?
And it's laborious. It's like, you got to fill out 40 different things.
That's a job.
And then it just becomes the same bullshit as another app where they're like, money, like conversation, like, I don't want to do this.
What's up? What are you doing?
I don't want to do this.
At least with AIM, you had this like mysterious.
But it was also people you knew.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean is like you kind of get to characterize yourself. But it was the first time I learned about how to joke around with girls via text.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because prior to that, you could always crack jokes in a circle and say something where a girl's like, he's funny.
Yeah.
But like when you learn how to joke via text was like, what a skill. Because my friends would be like, Santino, write something funny.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like, I got this, dude.
Yeah, dude. Or you would fuck with each other, and if someone's AOL Instant Messenger was open, and you just blast. Same Brian, same friend.
I fuck my sister.
Same friend that I did mushrooms with.
Yeah.
When we were in college, same time. Facebook comes out.
Oh yeah,
like,
our freshman year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it came out like 03. So maybe like my.
Oh no, sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore year.
Yeah.
So and I'm like friends with girls that I go to Arizona with. Like I'm friends with girls that I have like crushes on at Arizona.
It's rad.
This motherfucker Brian watches me put my password in.
Oh.
And that's all. He just watches me put my password in.
What do you remember what it was, by the way?
Oh.
Do you remember your AIM name? Or
my AOL Instant Messenger name was not good.
Mine was whack as fuck.
Dude, I'm embarrassed. Mine was like Squirt 42 or something. Like Squirt 42, 24. It was horrible.
Squirt 42?
24.
Mine was...
I don't even know what that is. That sounds so perverted.
You know
and it
what
was
it is,
not
dude.
meant. It was diuretic.
You love Squirt. You love the drink Squirt.
Fucking Squirt for me.
Squirt,
it sounds so gross. When like back then, what was yours?
Tisno. My buddy Tyler would call me Tiz. Tisno. Santino. Tisno turned into Tiz. And it was Santisno 420.
Yeah, dude. Damn, you were a bad boy.
Give me a break,
Getting
dude.
blazed online.
It is so funny. that I remember like seeing it when I got older, and I was like,
dude, you asked
what
me
a
that.
loser.
I can't tell you what I feel right now in my core. I feel like I was like, don't tell him because I remembered it immediately. I was like, oh,
your Squirt is as bad as my 420. The
Yeah.
420 was like, shut up, dork.
Shut up.
Yeah, but you know
What's
what?
crazy is when
loved weed.
If you loved it,
Loved it so
live the
much.
culture.
Dude, had to. In fact, we had I'm embarrassed, I'll say it. We had like a little hip hop group where we freestyle together. Oh yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
By the way, and at one point we were called.
I don't want to know.
This is such stoner nonsense. We were called Delta 9.
Oh, Delta 9. For those of you who don't know, it's THC is Delta 9, isn't it? Delta
Tetracannabinol, whatever the fuck the THC is.
Delta 9. Oh
so
my
stupid.
God.
But dude, back then we were like,
how did you write it?
Delta 9. Oh, bro, I don't. Someone else did the art, but it was like it was so cornball shit.
Dude.
Like D9.
Oh shit.
Sick, dog.
Dude,
In John's basement, his mom is like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you're like, no.
We're rolling. We're separating ounces of weed to sell, and I used to keep the weed to sell in my detachable. Face for the car stereo in the case of that. That's where my weed would go, and I'd keep that in my front pocket because my jeans were big enough.
I hope that comes back. I hope
detachable
two things
face
that I hope,
CDs.
The whole thing that I hope comes back is physical media.
I feel like that's definitely coming back.
We got to go back to physical media so we can actually own the shit that we buy.
True.
And I think stereos with removable head. We need those. We
so
need that
sick.
back.
Dude,
Putting
when I
that
see
in
a
the
car,
case.
when I see a car now, like a drop top here in California, because the sickest thing about LA, to be honest, I love cars. And you see these a lot of retro cars that are drop tops, and they still have those in it. And I'm like, that's so sick. Well, because you can't upgrade the system. There is, I mean, you could put in a Sirius, but it's like, get fucked. No, so they keep the old stereo, the old flat stereo.
That is fucking awesome.
But I saw a guy in an old Volvo, and it was popped off.
Oh,
drop top Volvo. Yeah,
just seeing the little connection on the
so
side.
cool, dude.
Oh my God! But bring that back. That
what
was
it
so
called?
fun.
What was mine called? What was the brand?
I had an Alpine.
Iowa, AWIA, Iowa.
Yeah, I think I had an Alpine.
Yeah, you were.
Deck.
No, you were fancy, dude.
In my Dodge Stratus, my 96 Dodge Stratus.
That was your first car?
My first car was an '88 Honda Accord hatchback.
Honda Accord was almost everyone in our generation's first car.
Yeah, and then we got it at a police auction.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then it broke down within 6 months.
It was stolen. The brake lines were cut.
Dude, the master cylinder broke. The gas went out. I mean, the brakes went out.
Yeah.
Dude, we were going to get tickets to see Blair Witch Project downtown at the Gothic Theater.
Huge night.
This is like when people thought the Blair Witch Project was for real. Like, dude, I know, but this movie's like real. Dude, my brakes went out while we were driving, and I had to use my handbrake in the hatchback.
Yeah.
All the way to downtown Denver and back. Just like pulling on it. The fact we didn't get in an accident, we're so lucky.
Yeah, but no. God was on your side because things were more manual. right? When things
Yeah.
were more manual, it was like it did work out better that way.
It's just like
In the
fucking
same way,
hold
that
it
worked in
on.
the same way that hitting a Nintendo made it work.
Yeah.
It was like manual stuff just worked better because you were like, hey, come on.
My energy into your energy.
It change the source.
Yeah. Dude, my mom's TV, I'd fucking slam the side of that thing. My mom got a new TV my freshman year in college. I came home for Thanksgiving. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was like, what? I don't spend food money on you anymore. I bought a new TV.
You fat asshole. I can now buy my own
But
shit.
I used to have to fucking wallop that thing to
the
get
box.
Just the TV.
Oh, yeah.
You have to fucking hit the side of the TV to get it to work.
Get to level out the frame
Yeah,
rate.
it'd go like all
Yeah.
crazy, then it'd go like, and you're like, cool, all right.
Oh, man.
Fucking SD.
We used to, the handbrake, me and my buddy Colin in college, we used to take this girl's car that lived on she had a car because almost no one had a car freshman year at ASU.
yeah.
And she had a Saturn. And we used to take that fucking thing, and Miller would be driving, and out of nowhere, I'd just be like, bro. And I would just yank it, and he'd be like, yeah!
That's fun.
Dude, one time we were driving to the back of ASU in the parking lot. We had just gotten beer, and I had smoked a joint on the way home, and we're pulling into the parking lot at PV Main, and I yanked the fucking thing like a dickhead out of nowhere, and he spins out, and it goes like into a spot.
No
And
way.
I swear. Oh, well, dude, come on. It was
Yeah.
about as good as it could have been.
Yeah, where it does, where it even kind of lands,
And
you
you're
go.
like, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" And he goes, "Like a glove."
Yeah.
I was like, "Come on!"
Come on.
Rip the fucking roof
Yeah,
off.
dude, it is like, I know there's like a lot of people that are like, what does college do or whatever? It's like, it lets you be an asshole. In a bubble
Yeah.
for 4 years.
And some people die, and you're gonna lose some.
You're
people
going to lose folks.
die, dude.
Some people are going to do harder drugs. And
Yeah.
You're going to lose them that way. Some people are just going to disappear.
And that's
There's like
fine.
guys from your like freshman dorm where you're like, what happened to
What happened to
Adam?
that fucking dude?
Did Adam just disappear?
Yeah,
After a semester?
Yeah, he got arrested. He's on the run. He's been on the run for quite a while.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because we're both from cold cities and then went to Arizona, and I missed the cold, and I think that's why I like living in New York.
I didn't miss it. The only thing I missed was family. I missed culture of Chicago and family.
I
But
miss seasons.
Outside of that, no, I didn't fucking give a shit.
Oh, dude,
I just miss my family and the people of Chicago, the way Chicago is.
the people of Chicago.
Something about it, dude.
Oh,
It's-
you're running for mayor on that
yeah.
shit.
I miss the people of Chicago.
And I'll tell you what I miss the most. It's not I could say the hot dogs, I could say the baseball, I could say the football. It's the people of
The people.
Chicago.
Well, because here's why. New York is too many different kinds of people.
It's a lot of different
It's
kind of people.
beautiful. And I love it so much. You know that. That is why I'm obsessed with New York. I have this crush on New York. But Chicago, the people of Chicago are Chicagoans.
Yeah.
Like when somebody says New York people, you're like, there's so many different kinds of people.
Oh my God, you could break it up into. That's where you get boroughs, you
Correct.
get neighborhoods.
But Chicago, when you're a Chicagoan, you meet people, you go, this guy's undeniably a Chicagoan. Like there's people I meet when I go home and you're like, this fucking guy. There's
Yeah,
something about
yeah.
it that
Boston has that.
Boston has it very much.
Philly has that.
Philly has it a little bit. I feel like Boston has it bad.
I'd say as an area, the Bay Area used to have that a lot. Like people from the Bay Area.
What is it now though?
It's all tech shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
so
fucked
there's,
it
like
all
these
up.
guys aren't even it's not even the place anymore.
They fucked it up, dude.
Yeah, it's weird to think that
Denver is not.
Denver's
I don't feel unity at all.
No,
I don't
that's-
feel anybody like, are you from Colorado? Great.
'Cause
It's
there's too
fun to
many
talk
weird
about
people.
Colorado, but I don't think we have like.
too many people from other places.
I'll tell you the problem with people that are new in Denver right now is they play this game with you and they find out you left of I love Denver more than you.
Ugh.
And so you go like, don't do this
Shut
with me.
up.
And they go, honestly, I just couldn't see living anywhere else. And you go, well, all right, well,
Get fucked.
I grew up here. It was nice.
Yeah.
I like to come back here.
With Chicago, it's more like, yeah, in L.A., all those fucking weirdo queers out there. That's what it's like. They
Dude,
they mock you.
my brother and sister-in-law live in Chicago. It fucking rules.
It does rule.
We love visiting there.
But I don't want to. I can't. I don't know if I could live there. There's only one way I could live there, in the John Hancock building, in the apartment that Farley died in. If that's available, I would buy
Is
it.
that where he died?
The Hancock building. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's apartments in there. Yeah, he lived there.
That's wild.
I know.
Did you try to contact his ghost?
Yeah, dude. No, but I would. That is one of those like like we know
What
a
if
guy.
what if you? All right, hypothetically.
Yeah.
What if you got it right?
Yeah.
Crazy haunted by like an upset Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he lost.
100%.
He's like, I did one fucking extra line.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're just there watching TV and he's like, just sends a vase across the room.
He's like,
Would-
David.
I'm about to break stuff. And he's like, "Ka!" And just like your couch gets ripped in half.
It'd be so sick.
You would be cool with that?
100%.
After how long would you get sick of it?
Nah,
Because
it'd be so fun.
my mom worked at the hotel that The Shining is based off of.
Oh yeah.
And she said the people that work there, it's a haunted hotel, and you get like sick of it after a while.
Because you hear a lot of stuff.
Where you're like, okay.
Yeah, go away.
It's like they knock a door open, you go, all right. It's like a bad roommate at that point. And I think like, how long until you're sick of Farley's
I don't know.
ghost?
I think the nostalgia for me is so wild that
That spirit was Chris Farley.
every time I'm downtown and I see it, I'm always like, so wild to think he in one of those apartments. For some reason, it's like whimsical. It's awful.
I get that.
It's awful.
No, because
it's awful, but it's amazing.
In here, we pour whiskey.
You know that big wallet that your dad used to have, that big heavy thing that definitely caused sciatica and a lump on his right or left side? Those old days of crappy wallets are out of here. Now with Ridge Wallet has over 50 colors and styles to choose from. Phenomenal. Okay, they sent me a bunch of them. I have a few of them at the office. They're amazing. I don't have one in my pocket right now. I'm sorry, because I'm sitting here talking to you. But losing your wallet is the worst. But Ridge is great because they have the AirTag. I know you guys know about AirTags. I AirTag everything. My golf clubs when I travel, my suitcases, my backpacks. I have them all over the place because we travel so much. I leave stuff. You're always going to know where your wallet is before that panic mode sets in. Ridge Wallet is having they're having an anniversary sale, and I'm telling you, these guys have made wallets cool, sleek, slim, convenient, durable, which I really love. I love these things are so tough. And they got over 100,000 5-star reviews. They're unique. They're very slim. You can fit, I think, up to 12 cards in there and a little bit of cash. If you still carry cash, which I do. I do love it though. It's beautiful and unique and different. It's not like those big old crusty leather wallets that you see. Not a big fan. Ridge Wallet is changing the game, okay? You got to try it. If you're in the market for a new wallet, you got to try Ridge Wallet. Right now, Ridge is having their once-a-year anniversary sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/whiskeyginger. Just head to ridge.com, ridge.com/whiskeyginger to see their biggest sale of the year. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support the show and tell them that we sent you. This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by NordVPN. Nord is easy to use. You can connect with one click or enable auto connect for 0-click protection. If you don't know what a VPN is, what are you doing? I travel a lot all the time. I want to watch stuff when I'm running around the United States and or the globe. And the NordVPN helps me watch what I want to watch wherever I want, whenever I want. Amazing speed with NordVPN. It's one of the fastest VPNs out there, so there's no buffering, no lagging while streaming, and stops your ISP bandwidth throttling, okay? Over 7,100 servers in 118 countries. You can change your virtual location so easy. You can say you're anywhere. You can protect your data, by the way, which is great. The passwords and online identity. NordVPN can switch your virtual location, allowing you to save money purchasing flights, hotels, subscriptions, other countries at a cheaper price, which you know they do. They track with little baby cookies, little tiny cookies, and they track to find out where you're looking and how often you've looked at that site to increase the pricing. And NordVPN helps you in that regard and keeps you protected from viruses, malicious malware, phishing sites, premium cybersecurity for the price of a cup of coffee per month. You got to get a VPN. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/whiskey. That's NordVPN, NordVPN.com/whiskey for 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is also in the podcast episode description box below.
Ginger. I like gingers.
There's something about knowing history took place somewhere.
Yeah.
Where you're like, New York's crazy because New York's like 700 years old or whatever. And I'm from Colorado where like my neighborhood was like from the 70s.
Right.
Like they're like, we started developing this field in like the 60s and now people live here and you're like,
right on, man.
Yeah, I grew up. This is the sacred land where I grew up.
Almost nobody died there yet.
No,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
probably not.
It's like,
Not a lot, but like New York is like, it's like a DMV line of ghosts.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're like, I've been here since fucking 1750. And there's like crazy moments where I'll catch myself being like, that's fucking like old.
I love that.
Like McSorley's, that bar you can go to.
love
on 7th.
McSorley's, yeah.
It's like one of the oldest bars in the world.
In the world.
Yeah. And you go and you're like, that's fucking crazy that it's just
Well, I mean, we talk like this. We're Americans. That's Europeans are like,
Yeah, I know. They got like
they're like,
thousands
get in line.
of
And the
years.
Chinese are like, get in
Yeah,
line, dude.
bitch. We check it by the thousands. You fucking morons.
But that I do have weird nostalgia for a lot of stuff like that. Like one day I always thought if I could afford it, I would buy a place in one of the buildings I grew up in as a kid. Like that would be rad.
That's
too.
sick.
Yeah, because we bounced around to a bunch of different high rises. I always thought that would be cool, but I was also like, do I even want that? Is that even?
Yeah, but then you're like, you're not thinking of it like an adult, or you're like,
I
I
know.
don't know, where am I working at?
Is it
Where-
convenient? Yeah.
How long does it take me to get to it? You got to fly out of O'Hare
Oh, I know.
weekly. That's a nightmare drive.
Not as bad as fucking LAX.
Yeah.
We know a dude. There is a guy that we know. Well, I mean, you know of him is what I mean. I don't know if you know him, but he bought the Friday the 13th house here in Los Angeles.
The Friday the which Friday the 13th? But they're at a camp.
No.
Crystal Lake. You mean Halloween?
No, isn't it Friday the 13th?
That's at Camp Crystal Lake, dog.
Freddie.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry, dude.
That's
My
sick.
brain just farted.
He bought the Nightmare
Nightmare
on
on
Elm
Elm
Street
Street.
house?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's
That's
kinda,
fucking
every
awesome.
time I drive by it, I'm like, what a cool purchase, dude.
Oh, man, prank phone calling him as Freddy Krueger? I'll see you in your dreams tonight.
Yeah, this is
I
it.
can't wait to
Yeah.
see you. Oh, my God.
And it's
yeah.
in my old neighborhood. I used to pass it all the
Elm
time.
Street. It's on Elm Street?
Oh,
It's
no
so
one-
funny. You got to edit that out.
Oh, yeah. Cut that out.
But you go beep and his lips.
Cut that out, dude.
Freddy Claus. Bah. Yeah, you can't. I couldn't live on Elm Street. I'm a pussy.
It's not on Elm, by the way.
I would be
Yeah.
scared of it.
Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, that's right. It's not on Elm. Okay, good. We're good. I was like, please don't fucking.
He goes, "Hey, Santino, I got a bunch of people coming
Yeah.
outside my house."
Yeah.
I couldn't. It would scare me too much.
No, I would
When
love
I
it.
find out a place is haunted, it fucks me up.
It would only fuck you up if you if you were redecorating and it started to like haunt you for changing it.
No, that's how big of a pussy I am. Even if I know it's haunted, it fucks me up on some level.
You calling your wife immediately if you hear something?
Yes. Dude, Giannis got married in this old mansion in New York City, right?
Gross. I'm
and
out.
it was like, you stay there. You know, it's like a manor. So
Uh-huh.
it's like huge. And I split a room with like Bargetzi and a couple other people. We all stayed in this big room.
Yeah.
And my bed was like right where the hallway is. It was a long old hallway. And I didn't sleep. I just didn't sleep because I just kept being like, I know I'm going to look down that hallway and that door is going to be open. And then my life's different.
And that's so true.
And my life is completely different. I'm not going to not go look. I'm a white guy. I have to go see what
Hello?
it is. Hello?
That guy.
Yeah.
Hello?
Are you guys playing a joke? And then I'm like, pinned to the fucking ceiling. So I just didn't sleep.
For the whole time.
No.
Yeah, see?
When daybreak.
when
I maybe
daybreak,
got-
you're good.
I got like maybe 1 or 2 hours. Like,
I can, if haunted shit doesn't fuck me up. It's kind of intriguing for
I
some
don't know
reason.
why I'm such a pussy.
Well, it's
about
never going to do
ghosts.
anything to you, man.
You say that until it doesn't. You say that, and you talk all this shit about ghosts
Yeah.
until you don't. Until it's
until
Dan
you don't.
disappeared.
What happened to Dan?
We found Dan with his neck twisted. All the way around.
All the way around, yeah.
Physically impossible. But now
How do the
detectives
ghosts
vape.
do it?
Now they vape.
Oh, yeah, they vape now.
This looks like it was paranormal.
Someone's like, is that grape?
Yeah, you go,
Is that,
It actually is kiwi grape.
oh, kiwi grape is so
They
good.
do that now. They do that now. I still lost my family. Dude, vaping versus smoking is...
Nah, it's a different way. My buddy was doing it all day today. I was hanging with him. I was like,
It's just looks it looks medical.
but it also looks
You know why we
it
grew
looks
up
like
with
you're
asthma?
getting too many of them. You get too much. Vape, it's like you're getting too much.
Do you remember when kids back would be like, sorry, I can't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's like.
Those-
It's like space asthma.
There's asthma. And every guy that did this, every kid that they all like tapioca pudding for some reason. I don't know what it is.
You heard it here first. You guys are eating fucking cum pudding.
Lumpy cum pudding.
You guys want lumpy cum?
I'm thinking
you
of like
lumpy
one
cum
kid
pudding?
in particular.
Oh
He
man.
always and he would have tapioca at lunch. I was like, ugh.
Oh, chocolate pudding or nothing.
Yeah, dude. It's by the way, then pudding is like also like I don't even know about pudding.
Chocolate
but
pudding rules.
Fine. Yeah, fine. It's fine. It's
great.
I'll take a chocolate shake over any fucking pudding.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like
I'll do a fudgesicle over all of them.
we're sweet treat boys again.
Oh,
Just like
sweet
yesterday.
treat boys. Tapioca pudding is legit.
It's the grossest thing in the world.
Nasty.
You know how dumb I am? I actually don't even know what it is. Do you know what it is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's mule cum.
Shut up.
With bits of fruit in it.
Okay, tapioca pudding. I genuinely want to know what it is. Here we go. Tapioca pudding, sweet gelatinous. Already, I'm out. A sweet pudding made with coconut milk is used in cases. Sweet pudding made with tapioca. Tapioca, for reference, is a starch extracted from the tubers of the cassava plant, species of
We all know that.
North Brazil. It's a perennial shrub. Adapted to hockey. It's a staple
What a mean
food.
thing to call it. That sounds like an old insult. You perennial
You perennial shrub.
Look at you. You're a perennial
It's a staple food
shrub.
for millions of people in tropical countries. It provides only carbohydrate food value. Only carbs.
Only carbs.
No, almost no protein or vitamins or minerals.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Just makes you fat?
Yeah, and it says in other countries it's used as a thickening agent in various manufactured foods to help it give some gut to it.
Some gravitas?
It's derived from the Tupi language in Brazil. So shout out Brazil. Sorry, dude. Tapioca pudding.
That's where you get those fat butts.
that tapioca
That's all
dog.
that. You got them tapioca puddings.
It's bullshit though.
Look at her wagging around that tapioca
But
butt.
this is one of those things that happen. I want to know. British school children traditionally named the dish frog spawn, frog jizz.
Oh, frog spawn?
That's cool.
Oh, look at... Oh, I didn't want to eat frog spawn.
Their guardian described it as Britain's most hated school pudding. I don't want to have frog spawn again, Mum.
Oh, Mom, there's another thing of tapioca.
But here's the lie. You know when sometimes foods, they keep shoving it on us and you're like, we don't like this. It's making a comeback in its 21st century Michelin-starred restaurants. It's so funny. Who's doing this? They're putting it on us. No one likes it. It's not good. They keep sneaking dishes. And I'm going to say this. Brussels sprouts are fucking bullshit.
Stop with it.
They keep sneaking it in meals and
I don't
dishes.
care I don't care if it brought bacon with it.
Just give me bacon on its own.
Get out of here.
Just get the fuck out of here, Brussels sprouts. Dude, I'm sick of this game we play with like, they're like, dude, you have to try ours. Every time I go to a restaurant and like, dude, you got to try this Brussels sprout dish. It's fucking dog shit. I burp it up for the next 3.5 hours.
I'm just letting you know,
Yeah.
you're putting a target on your back. I don't mean to be all MTV The Challenge, but you're putting a target on your back.
Dude, get
'Cause
fucked.
now
The Brussels community can get fucked.
they are the Swifties of veggies.
I know, dude. People
Brussels
like them.
sprout fans will terrorize your life.
They suck. I've never once had one
Oh,
and been
blue
like,
cheese is involved now. Get out of my face.
what is blue cheese doing over here?
I don't know.
You don't like blue cheese?
I love it.
Oh, I was just going to say.
I love it. And I
I
think I've
think
been
you would
burned a
be a
couple
blue
times
cheese guy.
by it. I love blue cheese.
Yeah. Blue cheese stuffed olives?
I can't. Stuffed olives are new to me.
Blue cheese stuffed olives might be the best olives to ever walk the earth. I mean, blue cheese, for some reason, the little that you get from it, and the soft like baby snap of an olive with a blue cheese kiss.
I'd try it.
Woo!
I'd try it.
Woo! Big fan.
I'm not writing them off like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
I'd
Brussels
try
sprouts
'em.
can kick fucking rocks down the road. What other food can kick rocks down the fucking road?
I don't know because asparagus is. I've never been a fan.
Fake. It's a fake vegetable. Not real. No one likes it.
Never been a fan.
You
of
drowned it in butter and salt. It's fake.
It just like, what are you eating? Seaweed?
It's fake. It's
What is
bullshit.
this? Actual seaweed too. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here,
I want
seaweed.
chips. I don't
Give
want
me
you.
chips. Yeah. Yeah, my wife does that. She eats like seaweed crisps, and I'm always like, if they stink like shit and they're not good. And she's like, it's a healthy snack. I'm like, just eat a regular unhealthy snack and then live with it.
Yeah, and just don't eat the healthy
And who
stuff.
cares? And also just don't eat too many of it.
Snacks by nature are not healthy.
Yeah, and so just have the unhealthy one and just be okay with that, but don't
Then
eat
have a
don't eat
healthier
all
dinner.
of it. Yeah, or just don't eat as much as you usually wanted to. Like, don't eat the whole bag of chips.
Do you pig out around Christmas?
Yeah, I'm a little fat boy in the holidays, like a disgusting fat boy.
We're
I
just-
eat everything all the
And
time.
now it's Easter, and I'm holding on to Easter candy, and I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, you said
But
that in the
Christmas,
hotel.
you're just like, let's fucking rip.
Let's go, dude. Christmas because
Thanksgiving brings it in, and you go. Thanksgiving's like
starts
that,
it off.
It's like that first meal where you're like, eat big because winter's coming. You're like,
Especially out here, it's 67 degrees. I'm like, winter's coming,
oh,
dude.
dude. And out east, you feel like you're doing it for nature.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to stay warm.
Yes.
How are you going to keep your wife warm if you're not a little extra?
I'm a little big boy. I'm a little big boy in the winter. I want to be a little Santa Claus.
Bob's little big boy.
Exactly.
I go. Yeah. I've had some really tough. Like we talked yesterday a little bit. The biggest I've been was over the holidays. 211, 212.
That's my ideal walk around.
But my walk around my ideal number is 197. That's my favorite. If I can stay at 197, I'm over 200 now. But if I can kiss 197, 198, woo!
Young people, you have no idea what we're talking about. You just don't. What are you talking about? You exercise like 3 times and it happens, and you get to your 40s and your metabolism's like, good luck.
Yeah, I'm working out 3-4 days a week. It doesn't fucking matter. Your body's like, get fucked, nerd.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted M&Ms? So
Yeah.
now I just fell back into it, and now I got to get out of the pool.
No, I think you should stay in the sweetie pool,
oh,
dude.
get really big.
Yeah, you getting very fat would be hilarious.
I would die quickly. My body's not built for that. I'm built
No.
for tall and lank.
Yeah, you're not built to be a fat guy. You don't look like a fat guy.
Yeah, once I quit soda, it came off like pretty quick.
But you don't even have diet soda.
No, but Thanksgiving to New Year's,
Whatever you want, dude. No rules apply.
dude, that first ginger ale back,
Can I tell you?
full go.
Cracked myself a gingy last night, dude.
How great are they?
Dude, ginger ale is so fucking good. And you know
Canada
why?
Dry?
There is only one, my friend.
Goddamn right.
And if you're a Schweppes guy, dude,
I'll see you.
I'll see you, but
I'll see you. Now, if
you're just not competing.
if you're a Seagram's guy, don't look at me in my face.
Seagram's.
Seagram's
is
ginger ale?
That's mixer.
Only
That's
mixer.
mixer ginger ale.
It honestly, the booze makes that ginger ale taste better.
100%. But Canada Dry is the one, dude. Shout out to our boys up north.
You fucking
Canada Dry is the one, dude.
Better have no tariffs on that.
No, don't be We're not going to tax ginger ale.
Love Canada Dry.
That's the one thing he doesn't tax is ginger ale.
I'd be like, okay, there is some.
He's got some opinions that I like, okay?
What do you don't like? You go, excluding Canada Dry from the tariffs was
Yeah, dude, we're
incredible for
good.
me. Yeah, it's in a can, a cold Canada Dry.
Talk
and
to
I
me,
talk
dude.
about this ad nauseum, and I will until the day I die.
I had one last
A
night.
sandwich with a cold
Oh.
Canada Dry.
Come on, dude. A sub with a bag of chips and a ginger ale is like, dude, talk to me.
What are you doing to me?
What are you doing? Well, that's why, dude. My favorite drink for years was whiskey ginger. I loved it so fucking much. And then came the new era of people going, ginger beer, ginger ale. I'm like, ginger beer, ginger ale.
Ale.
Ginger beer is not, get out of here,
It's like
dude.
spicy. That sucks.
Yeah, is there like turmeric in there? You're like, what the fuck is in this?
It's like they have pulp, like orange juice.
It tastes like what a guy who's a mixologist would recommend to you because they go, you have to try ours. We put ginger beer in
It's
it.
like those white guys that sleep on those Japanese beds on the floor, and they go, "It's good for your back."
Get
and you go,
fucked.
"Fuck you."
Get fucked.
How about a fucking king size bed that's soft, you dildo? I'm not laying down on the ground for my back, you fucking asshat.
Dude, I already raked your fucking Zen garden. I'm
Yeah.
not sleeping on the floor.
Stop with whatever this is. She's not coming back. Miho's not coming back, or whatever the Japanese lady is who left.
You know, you have a friend that goes through their Japanese phase.
That's
like
so funny.
I had a homie
now
that had a
we're
Japanese
older,
phase.
Now we're older. It's happening.
Yeah, my buddy that has a Japanese phase. It's insane, dude. He literally put like
It's when you're young, it's white dudes acting black, and when you're older, it's white guys acting Japanese. Like going for that like Eastern Zen.
because they're having a midlife crisis and they're like, dude, I have to retransform how I have my dojo. You're like, don't say dojo, dude. This is my layer, man.
Sleeping in silk is actually very comfortable.
You're like, Mark, you say that again, I'll fucking beat the shit out
You know,
of you.
there's an Eastern saying. And you go,
Fuck that
shut
guy.
the fuck
Shut
up. That's like when you were in high school, he's like, yo, for real though? That
Guy's the same guy.
Yeah, he goes, oh, you would be amazed with what they can do with tofu.
Fuck.
The cuisine in Tokyo.
That's the same guy that goes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying though.
Hey, for real
Hey, I'm
though,
saying
he
though.
turned into Okinawa in the fall is breathtaking.
Unbeatable. That's so good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the cherry blossoms? Have you seen them? That is genuinely that same guy.
With a stop in country in between.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they either go country or Japanese.
Yeah.
Like the guys that now are like, because I pull up my buckle and I get real down. Like 20 years ago, they're like, I'm cleaning out my closet. I've seen like memes
Yeah.
about that, and you're absolutely correct.
100% true.
It's 100% true.
Well, people are going country now. We've had a lot of comics move to Austin, and like got people we know have like turned into this like they've adopted the Texas way a little bit, which always kind of
which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's
because
interesting.
I might be guilty of it on some level, but just me moving to New York and wearing a leather jacket and being like, "Can you fucking believe this?" And they're like, "Dan, you're from Aurora, Colorado." I'm like, "Yeah, no. I live in Astoria, Queens now, and this is who I fucking am. Yeah, bro, go Mets."
But the Texas is harder to adopt for me because it's such a personality change. When you like the clothing from Aurora to New York, it's not insanely different.
No, in fact,
the clothing
the Venn diagram
from anywhere to Texas is like that is your belt.
The
it's
only
insane.
time it translates, it's like, oh, Oklahoma to Texas,
Fine.
or like fucking Kansas to Texas.
These are kind of one of the same.
You go, yeah,
they
we
kiss
get
the
it.
same. They kiss the same. You know.
But you move over and then you're like,
dude.
what is this?
But whenever I go down there, I'm always like the hat thing, cowboy hat thing. For some reason, I have like this weird.
You couldn't do it.
Something about it.
I would feel like everyone that
You're
looked at me
not a
would
cowboy, dude.
Anybody could get me to take off a cowboy hat by doing this, by walking up to me going, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
That's all they'd have to say to me.
I just
They just
don't
have to
get
walk
it.
up to me and they go, "What are you doing?" And you go like this. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but you have to do it properly. Like, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Well,
It's just such a costume
I
change.
feel like a fucking poser. Stop talking like Sam Elliott. Well, I moved down
Sometimes.
here. You got to understand, you're living down in Texas. You got to completely change who you are as a person.
That sounds exactly like that, dude.
I was Jewish from the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Was he really?
No.
Oh, that'd be so funny if that was
Young
true, though.
Sam Elliott's like, I don't like it. I said I wanted a bite. Well, then I moved down to Lubbock, Texas, and well, things change.
Honestly, though, it would not surprise me if that was his story.
If you find out, like,
Where's he from?
Oh, he's got to be from Texas.
You say this, dude. You say this, but
Don't
honestly,
be like,
I'm gonna blow your fucking
oh,
mind,
dude. If it's like Bangor, Maine,
dude. Sam Elliott. Sam.
come on,
Pack Elliott. Pack is a tight middle
sick
name.
name.
University of Oregon, by the way.
We'll go Ducks.
Oh, sorry. University of Oregon Clark College. What the fuck is that?
Go not Ducks.
Go.
Go non-Ducks.
Sacramento, California.
No way.
Up your
Sacktown?
fucking ass, dude.
Are you? Where is he from in Sacramento? Like north, like Davis?
Well, let's get into early life, dude.
I want to get.
My favorite thing to click on is early life on
That's
Wikipedia.
great. Where did he?
Samuel Pack Elliott was born August 9th, 1944, at the Sutter Memorial Hospital in Sacramento, California. The son of Glenn Mammy,
Okay.
a Texas. Glenn was a Texas State diving champion in high school. Later, physical training instructor and a high school teacher. All right, okay. Hold on. His parents were originally from El Paso.
There you go. El Paso.
And his Elliott ancestors served as a surgeon at the Battle of San Jacinto. Moved from California to Portland, Oregon, even less Texas, when he was 13.
Well, dude, I don't know if you've ever had a vegan muffin, but there's a chance that thing has zero dairy. I'm talking about zero animal harm on that damn muffin.
Elliott spent his teenage years living in northeast Portland.
My pronouns, if you want to know how I like my ale, it's independent.
Dude, northeast Portland.
That's wild.
Brother, then he went to University of Oregon as an English psychology major, 2 terms before he dropped out. Returned to Portland to attend Clark College in nearby Vancouver, Washington.
Yeah. Shout out Vancouver, Washington. Not
where he's cast in a production of Guys and Dolls. Then he went down that road. Enrolled at Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity. Dropped out again after his father died of a heart attack.
Damn.
Relocated to L.A. Come on, dude. This is all phony baloney, stinky pony.
I don't know what
This
you're
is phony
doing to
baloney,
me.
stinky pony, dude.
I mean, the commercials with Gronk were bad enough, but now this?
Elliott worked construction while studying acting, served at the California Air National Guard at Van Nuys Airport before the unit moved to Channel Islands and National Guard Stadium. But also, to be fair, this guy's the fucking man. I
He
love
is the
him
man.
anyway.
He's an icon.
But I'm a little shocked.
It's so funny.
I'm a little shocked. I wanted him to be from...
I used to work at a bookstore selling only gay poems. Now,
Dude.
well, dude, sometimes you grow up flying the freak flag. Portland, Oregon.
Keep it weird.
It's where you go to get. That's so funny.
It's so weird that he's from there. It's like a...
Dude, I've seen protests about stuff like traffic lights. It's all like, I ain't ever gonna misgender nothing, fella. I'm a cowboy from Portland.
Someone's like, hey, lady, give me that back. He's like, there are they.
Hey, that's not how she identifies, dude. And you know that.
Woke Lebowski would be so fucking incredible.
Hey, dude, I don't like the way you're talking. Sometimes people don't have a sex.
What does anything have to do with crypto, man?
Yeah, he goes, well, dude, not all money is just cash. And here in Portland, we have the finest independent breweries.
So they them, dude.
So they
She refers to herself as they them.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Dude,
Woke Lebowski?
That fucked me up, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's from Portland.
No, well, he's from Sacramento, but then Portland.
Sac.
But Sac is actually...
More, it's pretty farm. There's a lot of farms.
Well, there is some, but...
Outside, like north
No,
of...
there are for sure, but I think...
My grandma lived in Lake County forever.
Yeah,
like,
there's farms in
I drive
Sac.
Sacramento to Lake County, and there's like a lot of farms.
No, there is for sure, but it's very much California.
Yeah, it is like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
That's why I think it's so
Hey, dude,
funny.
are there's your beats?
That's why it's so funny, like California, when you get outside and they're like kind of country, and you're like, but you're California.
Yeah, but most of those guys, they don't have an accent, but they have an attitude. So they have the farmer's attitude without the accent.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the South, they're like, y'all ain't supposed to be on my land. But up there, they're like, hey, bro, can't be on my fucking land, dude.
Not fucking chill that you're up here.
Turn around and fuck off, dude.
Bro, I'm about to fucking split you. I got a fucking rifle and a hunting dog.
Click clack, dude. 12 gauge coming up your fucking ass,
Did
dude.
the fence myself, bro.
That's
Keeps the cattle in, bro.
why did they never make on SNL the Midland Californians?
Yeah, where they're like, dude, I get on down there. Well, the Colorado accent is like the only thing that is a little California where they'll be like,
It is.
bro, I fucking went up to Vail. And it's like that kind of.
Well, especially mountain people out there, they do have the bro more than anything.
They're like fucking, but a lot of those guys are transplants. So it's like an amalgamation of several different accents.
Right.
It's like T-1000 in the goo. Just a bunch of different people.
Everything at once.
And they're like,
But San Diego's the only one in California that is very distinct. It's very definitive. Because San Diego's like, oh, bro, fucking, what's that? Oh, bro, fucking.
Were there a lot of kids from San Diego at ASU?
That's how I moved here. Was from my boy Colin is Northern California,
Yeah.
and everyone else was Southern California.
Yes,
my
that's
roommates were all San Diego.
Arizona was the same.
Yeah.
It was Long Island and San Diego.
Yeah, Long Island. Yeah, it was so funny. That is so funny.
What a clash.
Yeah, that is so funny. They were like rich kids from Long Island.
Yeah, dude.
And then all San Diego kids.
And what's funny about the rich kids from Long Island is they would really go like, I'm from New York. And then you're like, where are you from in New York? And they go, I'm from New York. And you're like, where in New York? They're like, Long Island. And you're like, that's pretty far away from
You're like,
Manhattan.
where in Long Island?
And then they're like, Syosset. You know, like, Ronkonkoma, fucking dickhead. This fucking guys. It's so funny to watch that.
Syosset's a great drop, by the way.
But it was
Syosset.
like, you like learn that in college. Because freshman year, anyone from Long Island, I thought you were growing up
in the city.
I thought you were growing up like, oh, it was like Brooklyn than you.
Right.
And you go, it is Brooklyn than you, and it's like, you.
It's Brooklyn, you, then it's you. You never know how long Long Island was until I drove it one time. I was like, this is fucking the worst.
It's crazy.
It's forever. It's
crazy.
fucking forever.
But honestly, the people are like, it's an acquired taste, but once you like it, you're like, love them.
Well, it's a beautiful. It's like a beautiful endless suburb. It
Yes.
really does feel like a movie studio made Long Island. Do you know what I mean? Like that was like MGM made that in the 70s.
Well, I mean, they really that Levittown was the first suburb in America. Like,
Seriously?
After World War II. Yeah. That's where
Those
like
people are like, we got to get the fuck out of
they go,
Manhattan.
I'm not fucking living here.
Yeah, Manhattan.
Oh my God, I need a store. My husband can't sleep at night because he killed a bunch of Japanese boys.
You don't even realize that?
Oh, so I drop a book and my husband shits himself because he fought in Normandy. So what?
It's fucking those guys.
We want to have the boat this summer. I'm not getting on boats,
I
Trish.
can't go on a boat. Then she's crying. He goes, God damn it, you cried. The kid's crying.
God, Trish, when you cry, the baby screams.
Those guys, dude. That generation coming
Insane.
home.
Real fucking tough men.
It's so funny because now they're all like dead and
All
their
dead.
kids are old and they're like looking down at us going like, they're like almost doing a thing where they're like, we're World War II. And you go, no,
you're fucking not, dude.
No,
No, you're not.
I respect you for serving in Vietnam, but no.
You're not
They
those
go,
guys.
what happened to kids? He goes, you raised us.
Yeah,
And
it's your
like-
fucking fault.
That's the one I always do when they go like, these millennials. And you go, you fucking raised us.
It's you.
You were the manager on
Came
duty.
from your balls, dude.
You were the manager on duty. You wanted it better? You should have fucking been a better leader.
Right.
What the fuck? We suck. And then the next generation, you go, okay, that is us. That's where you go, like, okay.
That's unmistakably us.
Some of the people I knew having kids at 18, 19 shouldn't have been the people having kids at 18, 19.
Yeah.
You go like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but that is kind of how it works. You know, like my buddy that had 2 kids too young. You're like, yeah, he would, and actually ended up figuring it out. But you're like, that is who has. It's got to be him.
Bargatze had one of my favorite jokes of all time where he was like, you watch 16 and Pregnant and you go, they actually kind of got it figured out. He goes, because then they have the kid and then the kid's like, you know, you're in your 30s. You can still live your life.
Yeah,
the
then
kid's
you
out
can
of
be
the
free.
house.
It is so true. No,
funny.
honestly, it is true. I think about that. Like now, all my friends, like some of our closest friends, because we don't have kids.
Yeah.
Some of our closest friends are in their late or mid to late 50s because their kids are grown up now.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're hanging out with those people because
They're free.
all my homies all have kids.
Yeah, they're all like, dude, I got to go home.
Yeah. Like
Whenever we do the regs, Liz is like, I got the baby. I got to go back to the baby. And you're like, oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. It is but honestly, and I don't, are you guys going to have them or you don't know? No.
no.
Yeah, see, we aren't either. And it is kind of a beautiful little nugget of we're in this midlife where things are okay and we're doing good and we're hanging out with people who are a little bit older, a little bit more experienced because they've gone through the thing, but they don't make you feel bad or weird about not having a family where people our age are like, you guys aren't going to do it, dude? Why don't you fucking... And they kind of like push it on you.
Do you remember, was there ever a moment in high school where you didn't have a job and your friends had a job?
Oh, what the fuck?
That was the feeling of like where they go like, I mean, I gotta go to work. I don't know what you're gonna do, and you're like,
well, I'm gonna get high.
Yeah, get high. Nothing.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, it's just like I gotta go to work. And you're like, why are you being weird to me?
No, I don't know. It's just I feel like you'd understand it if you could understand it, but you don't.
The ones ones I rock with are my friends that have kids that go like, you're not wrong. You go like,
dude.
You go, all right, thank you. And I'm glad you have a form of love that I will never know.
Right.
Trade off.
Right.
That you go like, that is pretty sick that you do that. And you go, it is.
Hell yeah.
And thank you for admitting it.
Thank
you
you,
know
dude.
what it is? That's why this country's so broken right now. It's because people can't even come to the middle a little bit to do that. To go like, hey, you're probably going to have a love that I will never feel because you're having a kid.
Yeah.
But give it to me that you're like, that excess cash has got to be sick.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm going to Paris in a month.
and why don't I take us all out to dinner?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Let
true.
me fucking foot the bill.
Right.
Instead of going like, oh, it's just like it didn't work out.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Well.
Because I'm all for, dude, here's the way I feel like. Whatever you want to do it. Whatever's going to make you feel content in this life,
Yeah.
do it. As long as it ain't hurting anyone else, jobless, dude. Go rip it.
Jobless.
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 But I don't want to fucking, I'm not going to be like, I'm too stupid to have an opinion for someone else.
Oh, that's really good. That's
too dumb.
That's a Soderism.
But I'm just too dumb to go like, you shouldn't want to do that. I go like, oh, fuck it. I've seen people in this business that I go, I wouldn't fucking do it. And they're like, dude, what is it? They're selling out fucking football stadiums?
Oh, yeah.
And you go, yeah, because they did that. And you go, fuck, that's so smart.
Right.
I never have that thing where I'm like, fuck that. I'm always like,
Good
I'm
on
an
that.
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah. Do you ever remember when you were real little, like in elementary school, and you watch people, you do like folding with paper stuff, and there'd be those kids in class that would fold it perfectly? My shit was always like this.
Oh, come on, bro.
My shit was always like this.
My paper airplane always went this way.
Yeah, my shit was always
I never
like,
got one to go straight.
My shit was always off, and I was always like, fuck, I suck.
Yeah.
And that was the moment where I was like, this is just what it's going to be. It's just, you're never going to have the perfectly folded paper.
That's probably why you're a comic, though.
Oh, 100%.
Not to sound like a cornball, but
I mean, it's
because
just,
you can't fold something right means your brain is like, I'm thinking about other stuff.
yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100% where you go like, it'd be funny if she had a Scottish accent.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of folding, and you're like, why would you do that?
I wish I could make this paper fart. And everyone's like, Dan.
What if this paper smelled like farts? And you go,
And then I could fly past you and everyone would smell a fart.
dude, think about that. It actually would be like, by the way, I'm thinking about that, and what a great idea.
I just thought about it now. It's in my brain.
Dude, that would actually be an assault weapon, like and then they'd be like, oh,
What
those
the fuck,
for
dude?
those with proper smell.
Yeah. Sorry.
I am handicapped.
Sorry about that. Sorry about your disability.
Know your my
Know
privilege.
your friend's disabilities.
Before you talk shit, know your friend's disabilities.
Daniel Soder.
Yeah.
I love you. I want to say thank you for coming on the show again. I always love having you on. You're the fucking man.
Anytime I come to Los Angeles, the first text is to you.
I love you, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see you at the store tonight, or no? Yeah, you're there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
2 shows?
Just the 10. I'm on the 9 o'clock.
Okay. Are you running an hour or no?
No, I'm just doing like 10, 15.
Okay,
doing
okay.
like a
I
spot.
thought you were doing a show.
I've never done a spot in the OR.
Tonight's your first time?
Yeah. I've only been in the main room.
Buddy, you're going to fucking love
So I got to bring someone up, right?
Yeah, we shotgun.
Fuck.
Which is my favorite. I'll say why.
What if I fuck their name up?
It doesn't matter. And you literally won't because you'll know who it is. And you know before. You won't.
I feel like I'm at a different school and I'm having lunch.
Yeah, you are. And we're like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Is that a spork? Did you bring a spork?
I go, in New York, it's really cool. But what are you saying with
No,
shotgunning?
I like shotgunning out here better than having a host because a host sometimes hosts are great, but they break it up in a way where it's like I like it that you can personalize it. And it brings them, it almost ushers them into the party. It's as if your buddy who's coming over to your house and no one really knows him. And you're like, oh, dude, guys, this is Kevin.
Yeah.
He's da-da-da. And then everyone is like, oh, hey, Kevin. Instead of just like someone else dropping off Kevin, being like, Kevin's here.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And then everyone's like,
Kevin,
what the fuck
who's
who's that? It's
Guys, I want to introduce my
right.
friend.
It's hard.
I'm interested. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. It's intimidating.
No, it's not at all. It's exactly how we always feel when we do the cellar. But the moment that you get there, you're like,
Yeah, I'm very
feels
excited.
so good.
Well, I'm staying at the hotel next door.
oh, yeah.
So I just am like, I'll come down in my robe.
Don't do that. Dude.
Just show up. They go, dude, Soder like flashed his
Tomorrow,
penis.
I get a call. Someone's like, did you hear what happened to Soder?
He came down in a robe.
He's just flashing everybody on Sunset.
It's just, I was on billions. I was on billions.
I was on Billions.
Just wagging my dick at people.
That's
They
as
go,
you're getting arrested. I was on fucking Billions.
"Oh, fucking, this is spy, sell.
I don't talk to anybody on that cast anymore, but I was on Billions.
Damn, most of them have forgotten me. Buy, sell. Buy, sell. I love you.
I love you. Go see Sody. Go to dansoder.com. Go see him on the road. He's announcing a bunch of new dates. They will be up by the time this is out because
Yes.
we can't talk about it.
Yes.
But go to dansoder.com. We end the show the same way. Look in that camera, one word or one phrase whenever you're ready.
Spork.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.